Ever landed in another country, reached your hotel room at 2 a.m., and realized you brought the wrong charger? Yeah, that situation gets stressful fast. Your phone is dying, your laptop is at 8%, your smartwatch is dead, and somehow the hotel gives you one outlet hidden behind a nightstand that hasn't been moved since 2009. That's exactly why GaN chargers have exploded in popularity. They're smaller, faster, cooler, and powerful enough to replace the pile of chargers most people still throw into their bags. And in some cases, a single charger can power your laptop, phone, earbuds, camera gear, and even work internationally without needing separate adapters. But here's the problem. Not every GaN charger is actually built for travel. Some are powerful but bulky. Some look compact but can't properly charge multiple devices at once. And some universal adapters sound amazing until you realize they're terrible for laptops. So today, we're breaking down 6 of the best GaN chargers for travel, from ultra-compact wall chargers to full-blown universal adapters, to figure out which ones are actually worth packing. And trust me, number 1 is probably the most practical option for most travelers, even though it's not the most powerful charger on this list. Links to all of them are in the description below if you want to check pricing and availability. And before we jump in, what's your worst travel charging disaster? Forgotten adapter? Dead phone during a layover? Let me know in the comments. Let's get into it. When buying a travel charger, most people make one huge mistake. They focus only on wattage. But travel charging is really about 3 things: power, port flexibility, and how much space it takes in your bag. Because a 140-watt charger sounds amazing until it weighs half a pound and barely stays in hotel outlets. Starting with number 6. The DOACE Universal Travel Adapter is built for travelers who constantly forget cables. And honestly, that built-in retractable USB-C cable might be its biggest selling point. You never realize how useful that is until you're digging through your backpack at an airport trying to find a charging cable while your boarding pass is sitting on a dying phone. That built-in cable alone solves a real problem. And it gets better. You're also getting 2 extra USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, plus a universal AC outlet. That means your laptop, phone, earbuds, and maybe even a travel accessory can all charge from one device. And with 100 watts of output, this can handle serious hardware like a MacBook Pro. That's impressive. But here's the catch. This thing isn't tiny. It's noticeably bulkier than a standard wall charger. And in older hotel outlets, the weight can sometimes make it sag. Also, important warning, it's not a voltage converter. That mistake has ruined plenty of travel appliances. If convenience matters more than size, this is a strong option. At number 5, we have the MINIX Neo P3. And this thing feels like engineering magic. It's incredibly compact for what it delivers. 3 USB-C ports, 1 USB-A port, and dual 100-watt output support. That means you're not stuck guessing which port delivers max speed. That sounds small, but when you're rushing through an airport or working from a coffee shop, convenience like that matters. What makes this even better for international travelers is the included UK and EU adapters. A lot of brands make you buy those separately. MINIX doesn't, and that adds real value. Heat performance is also impressive. Even under heavy laptop charging, it stays surprisingly cool. Now the downside? Like many GaN chargers, plugging in another device causes a quick power reset while it redistributes power. That's normal, but it can be annoying. Still, if portability is your top priority, this charger is incredibly hard to beat. At number 4, Acer comes in with a very underrated option. And this charger focuses on something many people completely ignore until it's too late: safety. The Acer 70-watt universal travel adapter includes a self-resetting fuse. That might not sound exciting, until you're overseas and a blown fuse leaves your charger completely useless. That's where Acer gets smart. Instead of forcing you to carry replacement fuses, it resets automatically. That's huge for international travelers. You're also getting 3 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port. Plenty for a laptop, phone, tablet, and accessories. The sliding international plug system feels sturdy, and the build quality feels reliable. But there's a trade-off. Once multiple devices are connected, charging speeds drop pretty quickly. That's expected, but worth knowing before you buy. This is ideal for travelers who prioritize reliability over raw power. At number 3 is where things get serious. The Satechi 145-watt GaN travel charger is built for people running a full mobile office. This thing is a monster. Single port output can hit 140 watts. That's enough to properly charge larger laptops like a MacBook Pro at full speed. And that immediately separates it from most travel chargers. You're also getting 4 USB-C ports. No outdated USB-A ports. No compromises. This feels built for people fully invested in modern devices, and Satechi includes international plug adapters plus a carrying pouch, which makes travel easier. The graphene cooling technology is also impressive because this charger stays cooler than you'd expect under heavy loads. But here's the catch. It's heavy. And if you still rely on older USB-A accessories, you'll need extra cables. This is definitely aimed at serious professionals. At number 2, we have one of the most well-rounded chargers on this list, the UGREEN Nexode 100 watts. And this is where power meets practicality. 3 USB-C ports, 1 USB-A port, excellent portability, and enough power for laptops, tablets, phones, and accessories. This charger has become incredibly popular because it doesn't force major compromises. It supports PPS charging for Samsung users. It works great for Apple users. And it's compact enough to travel with comfortably. Compared to larger chargers, this feels far easier to pack. And compared to smaller chargers, it offers far more flexibility. The downside? Like most multi-port GaN chargers, power briefly pauses when adding devices. And under long, heavy loads, it can run warm. Still, it's one of the safest all-around choices on this list. Now, before we reveal number 1, here's what most travelers get wrong. They buy giant chargers designed for edge case situations. Ask yourself this: are you really charging a 16-inch laptop, 2 tablets, cameras, and phones every day? Probably not. Most travelers need flexibility more than extreme power. And that's why number 1 wins. The MOMAX 6-in-1 Universal Travel Adapter is simply the most complete travel solution here. This thing replaces almost everything in your bag. 3 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, 1 universal AC outlet, and support in over 200 countries. That's insane convenience. You can charge your laptop, phone, smartwatch, earbuds, and camera gear all at once. Perfect for families. Perfect for digital nomads. Perfect for people who hate carrying extra accessories. And unlike some cheaper travel adapters, the build quality feels premium. The dual fuse protection adds peace of mind too. Yes, it's slightly heavier. And yes, it can sag in weak outlets. But the convenience is hard to ignore. So here's the final breakdown. Best overall travel charger? MOMAX. Best for power users? Satechi. Best compact charger? MINIX. Best value all-rounder? UGREEN. Best safety-focused pick? Acer. And best for people who constantly lose cables? DOACE. Check the links below for updated pricing because these fluctuate all the time. And if this video saved you from packing the wrong charger on your next trip, hit subscribe for more smart tech buying guides. And tell me in the comments, are you team ultra compact charger or all-in-one travel adapter?